folks, welcome back to another episode of Cooking With Nuthin. Right, today, our guest, well, he's a cook, but he's a musician, he's a presenter. It's Sam Nixon.
Musicians putting it, you know.
Come on.
I'll take it.
Singer? You're a singer.
Yeah, true. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. You?
Yeah, really good, man. Really good to be here.
Thank you for coming, mate.
No
What are we going to cook? What are we going to cook today?
We're going to do a chicken chasseur.
Oh, very nice.
I know. Well, like my mum always used to make chicken chasseur. She's not dead.
Yeah.
Just,
she still makes it.
She's still
makes it.
She's still here. But she used to do it in it. We used to love it.
Yeah.
And it was in a slow cooker, and it was one of the old sachet things.
Yeah. Okay.
So
nice.
pouring that in, and then a bit of water, and that. It tasted beautiful. And I thought, do you know what? I want to try and find a recipe from scratch.
Yeah.
And this is really simple. It's kind of a one-pot dish.
Okay.
And it's just lovely.
Brilliant. Right, what we're doing first?
Right.
What's the first thing we need to do?
First thing, so we're using chicken thighs.
Okay.
And we need to bone. I don't know, like I can't ever in my life either get skinless and boneless thighs or with everything on. So I want the skin, but I don't want the bone. Okay. So we're going to take the bones out.
Okay.
So do you want to do this with us? Should we do it together?
Should we do it together?
Come on,
Let's do it together.
Take a couple of thighs.
Okay, take a couple of thighs. How many thighs are we going to use?
So I've got 8 here.
Okay.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. We've got a few mouths to feed.
I think 2 per portion. You said like sort of 4 portions maybe, but we'll see.
Okay.
Right, okay, so, let's get our knives ready then.
Yeah.
So do you want a knife?
Yes, please.
Yeah, which one do you want?
I don't know. I'll try the little utility.
This one?
Let's go for that one.
Go on then, love.
Is that a good choice?
That's nice, that. I have actually, Ben.
Yeah, go on.
I brought my bad boys that you made me quite a few years ago.
Yeah, it has been a few years, hasn't it?
It has been, mate.
Be interesting to see them.
Here we go. Let me get these over here. Hold on. Right. I'll use my little utility one then.
Let's double up.
Nice.
Okay, so talk me through what we have to do here.
Right.
I've never boned a.
Do you know what? This is how sad I am. I genuinely find butchery quite exciting.
That's brutal. Not sad. It's more brutal than sad, Sam. Come on, be honest.
So look, right, skin side down.
Yeah, okay.
So you can see the bone there that just goes straight through the middle there.
Yeah, you can feel that.
All you got to do really is you just got to cut either side of the bone, and you're basically wanting to take the bone out without taking as much meat out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just sort of score it.
Yeah.
And this is where you do need a good sharp knife.
Okay.
So if you just score it.
Yeah.
Each side. Just like that.
Yeah.
And then this is usually
just working underneath.
Yeah. So then this is usually the tricky bit. If you can get the knife underneath it there. Yeah. And just cut it through there, like that.
Maybe this should have been we've done this earlier, John.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then you can sort of scrape it.
Is that all right?
Like that.
Oh no! You see, now you're getting all technical.
There you go. I was unscraping it.
Well, they've got. Is that all right? Look, there's no bone in there. Right, okay, fine. I've got the knife.
But also, tip with these, man. Don't throw them away.
Okay.
Stick them in a tub.
Yeah.
Put them in the freezer and use them for stock and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah. So let's just do that with all of these.
Let's just get in these. Right. So, musician-wise, then, because you say you're not a musician, but talk to me about your early career.
Of course.
What happened? Come on. What happened?
What did happen?
Yeah. What happened?
So when I was 17.
Yeah.
I auditioned for a little TV show called Pop Idol.
Okay.
It was series 2 of Pop Idol.
Yeah.
And for anyone who remembers, it was like series 1 was Will Young, Gareth Gates. Really big TV show.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, when I was at school,
I
auditioned for it because I could sing a little bit. I was in a band at school, and
what was the band called?
Fairview.
Rubbish. No, that's not bad actually.
Capital F, capital V as
correct.
well. So.
Okay, yeah, nice.
But yeah, I just loved music, always loved music,
yeah.
And Pop Idol was such a great show, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Never thinking at all that I'd make it far. And yeah, I ended up being third place in it at 17.
No way.
And it completely changed my life, completely. Like I was at college training to be a chef.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing, it was like a 3-year course, so I'd just done my first year.
Yeah.
And then I sort of auditioned for Pop Idol in between leaving school and starting college. And the further I got in the competition, I just kind of had to leave the course really and move down to London, and
wow,
and that was it. It was.
So you actually moved down before anything was finalised?
Kind of, yeah. Because when you're doing it in a competition like that on a TV show, obviously you get put up in sort of a hotel, or we were in like this big swanky house.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of it. It was literally, I got to like
so
the
remember,
final...
they put you in the house.
Yeah, but like, you get to like the final 50 stage of Pop Idol, and that's it. You kind of you're in London, and I never kind of left until recently when I moved back home. But yeah, right. So I need to get this pan on.
Yeah,
please,
I'm going to wash my hands.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Can you work the fancy hob?
You are?
Work the fancy hob?
Probably not. No.
Sure. Right. Okay. Let's turn this on then. What, like a medium heat?
Medium high, I think.
Medium
we're gonna get a bit of colour.
7 out of 10? Is
yeah,
that about right? Okay,
7
fine.
out of 10.
7 out of 10.
So the first thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna lightly dust these thighs on each side. This is just some plain flour with some salt and pepper in it.
Lovely.
So either side, just slightly dust them.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna give us a bit of browning on the skin, but also help thicken the sauce a little bit later on.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So.
You're gonna do yours. Beautiful.
Like
so what happened? So you got 3rd place.
Yeah.
In Pop Idol.
Yeah.
How many people? I mean, that's got to be a lot of auditions.
Yeah.
Doesn't it, really?
I mean, it's not as big as it kind of is now, I suppose, with the X Factor, like but
yeah.
I mean, it were thousands of people who auditioned for it, and like I say, I suppose the big thing is I was literally out of school. I was 17 years old, and it's just.
What did you sing?
So on my first audition, I sang "Amazed" by Lone Star. You're not going to hear it now.
Come on.
No. But it was good, man. It got me through. Which was good. And then you just sing a bunch of songs, obviously, throughout the series.
So you were there in London.
Yeah.
3rd place Pop Idol.
Yeah.
Out of catering school.
Yeah.
Then what?
So after Pop Idol, so me and my mate Mark, who was also in Pop Idol, and he came 2nd, which he loves to tell me about.
Did Mark come 2nd?
He did, yeah.
Brutal. Yeah. Okay. So did you meet him there then?
So we met on that show.
Yeah. Okay.
And he, sorry, 1 second.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. So we met on that show, and we just formed a friendship straight away.
Yeah.
It was like. We just got on. We had the same sense of humour. We enjoyed the same sort of shows, and we just bonded. And we always kind of said to each other as we got close to the end that we'd maybe move to London and try and make it.
Yeah.
But the guy who created Pop Idol, Simon Fuller, he kind of saw that friendship. So literally the night of the final, Mark had just lost.
No way.
I was there, obviously down there. He wanted to put us together as a duo. I he'd seen the friendship that we had, and he said, "I want to put you together as a duo." And it's really weird.
Boy band?
Well, I suppose, I suppose, it was like a little duo boy band thing. But it's weird. We're fine to talk about it now, me and Mark. But I got asked to be in a duo with Mark in front of Mark. If I'd have been asked on my own, I probably would have said no.
Really?
Yeah, because we were so different musically.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just didn't think it was going to work. And musically, it didn't, which is why we didn't end up being singers in the end.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that we did, because we've had this career. We've been doing it for like 17 years now.
Is that how long it's been?
And we just kind of fell into kind of presenting after being on the shows. Like plugging singles and stuff like that. And
bonkers, isn't it?
It's good, man.
Absolutely bonkers.
Right.
Okay.
So a bit of olive oil in there.
Yep.
We'll have to do this in batches.
Okay.
But we're just going to skin side down.
Lovely.
Just get some colour on these, so let's not move them around too much.
Okay.
Let's just keep them in there, get a bit of colour on.
Yeah.
We're not cooking them through, so once they've got some colour on, we'll stick them on another plate. Cheers, dude.
So then, 17 years, what's that comprised of? So you presented at the moment.
Yep.
Is you just fall, so after the music thing wasn't taking off, did you just naturally fall into like the...
No, it was like I said, so we were on a lot of sort of kids Saturday morning shows, plugging our singles. And whenever we went on those shows, we would always kind of have a lot of banter. We'd not try and be too cool, and we'd get involved with sketches and things like that.
Right, okay.
So there's one particular show, a Saturday morning show called Top of the Pops Saturday, which Fern Con presented.
Yeah.
She was going away on holiday.
Okay.
And she needed someone to fill in. So she asked the producers and she asked us if we'd do it.
Right.
And we were like, yeah, brilliant. We were still singing it this time.
Yeah.
And we just kind of stayed. She went away for 2 weeks. She came back. I think Fern was looking to kind of move on from children's TV.
Did they sack her for you?
They did not, definitely not.
I'm just asking.
Definitely not.
Okay.
But she basically gave us our break. If it wasn't for Fern, there is no way we'd have still been together.
Bless you, Fern.
I know, so we owe a hell of a lot to that.
Yeah.
And she's amazing. She's always been so supportive. And so we just stayed. We presented then with Fern for a little while.
Yeah.
And then CBBC just kind of took us on and we just carried on presenting.
So how much stuff have you done for CBBC then? I mean, I looked at the list earlier.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other for a while now, but I've never actually sat down and looked at how much stuff you've actually done.
Yeah.
I mean,
so many series. Me and Matt, we always try and look through the list of shows that we've done, and there's so many shows.
Yeah.
And like I suppose when you're a presenter as well, you think of it in sort of hours of telly that you've done. Yeah. And it will probably be close to thousands of hours that we've actually done, I reckon.
Wow.
During the years of doing different series and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's great, man. We love it. We literally, with two mates having a laugh in front of a camera, and it's just fun.
Brilliant, brilliant. Right,
let's crank this up a bit. Let's get a bit
crank
of heat
it up,
on there,
yeah. Right. Well, I don't know what P means.
No.
We'll do 9, shall we?
9. You're mad. You're mad.
I'm uncomfortable with P. Oh, I don't know. So then the love for food, is that, so obviously that was the first thing, wasn't it? College.
Yeah.
Cooking. And then did that dwindle off while you've been doing, or have you always just dipped back into the food?
That's it, because I think it's just a proper passion for me. You know, it's obviously it's not my job, it's not my career, but it's always been a passion. But I did think it was going to be my job. Like when I was 14, 15, Jamie Oliver was on The Naked Chef, and I think for a lot of people my age, he just inspired so many young people.
Yeah, he does.
And like, there was loads of male chefs on telly, but there was nobody that was really cool, young, and he was just brilliant. And straight away, it was like I want to do that. So Jamie completely inspired me to want to go to college, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. And that is what I would have gone on to do if I'd have not entered Pop Idol. Pop Idol took my life in a different direction.
Did you enter it, or did someone else enter on your behalf? Did someone say, go and do this?
I actually entered it. So there was a girl at school who entered it.
Yeah.
And she was saying to me, Sam, you should enter it. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then there was one day in French at school, I was like, oh, this is rubbish. Yeah. I was like, so I came home from school mad one day as like a 15, 16-year-old, and I was like, I'm going to enter Pop Idol.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
And that was it, really.
Who would have thought it?
I know, it's
bonkers, isn't it?
It really is.
So then what got you onto the whole MasterChef thing? Because we've been there as well, haven't we?
We have,
You've done the MasterChef.
Yeah.
And what was that? Was you finalist there?
Yeah. So I got to the final of that.
Dude.
Yeah. So again, that was a weird one because I've been doing telly for so long.
Yeah.
I actually got asked to do Celebrity MasterChef. I was 19.
Really?
But I turned it down.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I turned it down because I was too nervous. I was like, it's not really what I want to do at the minute, and it's pretty intense. So then I think I must have been 28 maybe when it came around in the end. And I was like, do you know what? I'm up for it now. I really want to do it. And I'm so glad I waited because it was one of the most amazing telly things I've ever done.
Is it as intense as the normal MasterChef? Because obviously being celebrities, you're all a bit like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
But is it, because talking to people that have done just the normal MasterChef, they hammer them, don't they? It's quite an intense thing to do.
Yeah.
Long hours and not much time between shoots. It's just like boom, 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 boom.
No, it is really intense. And I think that the hardest thing about it is the sort of prepping at home, because obviously you don't get told what the challenges are,
right?
But you get told, right, if you get to the semi-final, you're going to have to cook a 3-course meal in so many hours. Right. Yeah. So you have to then think about it. So practicing at home, and at the time I had a newborn baby. My wife was working. I was trying to time my practicing at home while the daughter was having a nap.
No way.
And obviously you've got all the cleaning up to do as well after, which is just nuts. But it is really stressful. It really is. And genuinely, you don't see... I remember walking into the kitchen for the first day of the MasterChef kitchen, and you don't see John Turode until they walk in to give you your first challenge.
So it's full scale.
And you forget how to cook. Like, you literally... they'll give you something to do, like a challenge, and I completely forgot how to cook because you're so nervous about it, and you want to do well. And I did want to do well. I didn't want to... You know, I didn't think I'd get to the final, but...
You've done 10 years worth of telly, though.
Yeah.
But then is it just because it's something that it's totally different?
Yeah, I think it's because cooking's such a passion.
Yeah.
I didn't want to look rubbish at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that is what it is. I love cooking so much that I was just like, I want to be good, and especially on a show like MasterChef, which everyone knows, it's like, if you're not very good in it, then people just think you're not a very good cook, and I didn't want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you felt the pressure?
I did. I genuinely did feel the pressure. But it was brilliant. It was one of the best experiences I've ever done in telly.
Amazing.
Really
absolutely amazing. Right, can we chop any veg?
Yes, right. So after these are out,
we're
going to get some onion and garlic in there.
Okay.
So up to you. What do you want to do, onion or garlic?
Who's crying?
I don't mind crying.
Right, you cry.
I'll cry.
I'll sit the garlic. Just grab another knife.
Yeah. Go on, I'm going to put one of my bad boys.
Okay. How many cloves and how would you like it?
We'll have 2 cloves and we'll just finely chop it, please.
Beautiful. That's fascinating about the whole totally nervous about MasterChef. I find
it's weird, man.
I find it bonkers.
But I think it, like I say, I think that's a passion thing. I think if you've got something that you're passionate about and that you think you're all right at, you know, you know, I made the decision to actually go into MasterChef, so I thought I've got to give it my all, and I'm a bit of a control freak as well, so I wanted to make sure that I looked good.
But you've been judged on something you care about.
Yeah, exactly.
I totally get that.
Yeah,
totally get that. Right, so you do a load of cooking at home still.
Yeah.
Allotment.
Yes.
I love the allotment.
Yeah. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? You know, with the cooking thing. So being able to, you know, grow my own veg and then take it into the kitchen is just amazing. I love it.
So do you cook quite seasonal stuff?
Yeah, it depends really. I mean, you know from my Instagram, a lot of my cooking is very sort of hearty foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And pies and stews. So I must admit, when it gets to autumn, I absolutely love it. We can turn this down now, actually.
Okay. Yeah, so one pot stuff is it just because
it's just easy, but like things like slow cooking as well, like stews and things like that. I absolutely love stews.
Hearty food.
Yeah, and like I was tempted to do something like that here, but we'd be here for 5 hours. But I just love it. You know, when you can kind of let the oven do all the talking. Do you know what I mean? I love it. I absolutely love it. But that's what makes cooking like that. It's like I'm always a bit shocked that more people don't do it, because it's like it really is easy. Like throwing stuff in a pot. Yeah. It might look difficult, but it's really not that hard at all.
No, it's not, is it?
And like I said, especially a dish like this, you know, we're not necessarily slow cooking it, but the oven will do all the talking for us in this, and it'll come out and it'll be lovely and beautiful and
amazing. Yeah, I do like a hearty one pot meal. Yeah, definitely.
And there's less washing up as well, which is always good.
All the chefs you've had on so far have just been like, I just can't be bothered. Rather just not do cooking really. We'll just do it as simple as possible.
But I love cooking. I find it really sort of therapeutic. You know what I mean? I just love cooking. Yeah. Always have done. So like, even if I've been working, you know, I love coming home and cooking. And the wife will be like, you know, no, you've been working. It's all right. Yeah. We'll get a takeaway or I'll cook something. And I'm like, it actually relaxes me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stick that in there.
Stick that in there. Beautiful. I've seen the outdoor pizza oven.
Yeah.
Did you build that?
I'd love to say I built
it. Just say it. I built it.
Yeah, big time. No, so again, that was another bit of a dream of mine to have a wood oven. Yeah. And just before, so my wife was pregnant. Yeah. And I was like, I've got to invest in this now before the kid comes along, otherwise I'll probably never do it. Yeah. And it's just brilliant. So the oven itself is a French oven. Yeah. You kind of buy that separately. Yeah. And then you have the building put around it. Right. And it's just amazing. Go on, take a handful of them and slice them up, please.
How do you want them sliced?
Just nice, just you know, not too thin, but just
like this.
Yeah, just like that, mate. Yeah. Should we have a race?
No, so I've seen you chopping.
But yeah, the wood oven is I just love it because everybody thinks it's just for pizzas. Yeah. But it's not. It's, you know, you can slow cook in that. You know, my oven it retains the heat. So when I've been cooking pizzas at like sort of 400 and odd degrees, it retains the heat for hours. So you can like put shoulders of lamb in there and pork shoulders and things like that.
Oh yeah, like shoulder of lamb in a...
Oh, it's just beautiful. Yeah. And again, that's the whole slow cooking thing, which I absolutely love. Yeah. Get them straight in there.
Straight in. For it. Beautiful. Okay. So when did you move back from London?
So I was in London for about 9 years. Right. And then I've been back home now for about 8 years. So yeah, it's it was, you know, London was lovely.
Yeah.
And I met my wife down there, but she's a northern girl as well. So
yeah.
So she's from Worksop originally. I'm from
Worksop?
Barnsley. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So not too far from
No, not too far at all.
Yeah, but we just when we got engaged, it was her decision. She was like, "Shall we move back up north?" And I was
what was
like,
she doing down in London?
So when I met her, she was a CBBC presenter.
Really?
So we met at CBBC.
No way.
She was on a show called Stitch Up, which was a bit like Trigger Happy TV for kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, we met down there, and we met when we were 19 and 35 now, 2 kids still together. It's nuts.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Amazing. Right, so in there, onions, garlic, mushrooms.
Yep.
What else?
Right, so next, we'll give it a little bit of seasoning at this stage. I don't want to go mad on the salt, because we're going to put some tomato puree in there in a sec.
Lovely.
So if we just whack this heat up a little bit more.
Okay. Beautiful.
So, what we're going to go in with next, we're going to do a bit of flambe action.
Oh, is that fire?
It's fire. Bit of fire.
Now we're talking.
Man and fire.
Yes. I was waiting for somebody to say flambe action. Taking the 3rd episode. And you said it. Right. What's flambe do? Right, talk to me about what's flambe do. What's okay.
No, basically. So we're going to pour some brandy into this. And basically, you want to burn off the alcohol. Whenever you're cooking with alcohol, you don't really want to taste the alcohol. You want to burn it off, but then you're left with the kind of fragrance of whatever the alcohol's been made with. So it's a nice little drop, that,
It's a nice little drop.
So, shall I pour, and do you want to light?
So you're going to pour it, and I'm going to set it on fire.
Yeah. So it's just a shot, but we need to get in there quite quick, I think.
Okay.
And I usually do this with a match and burn me face clean off.
Right, okay.
Right. So hold on.
I'm genuinely massively excited.
I'm really excited. This is good. I've got blowtorch and everything. You ready?
Yeah.
Go. Hey!
Oi, oi! So that literally just burns the alcohol off.
Yep, just burns the alcohol.
You get the taste of the...
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's the same when you do it with wine, you know. When you cook with wine, you want to burn off the alcohol because it'll taste bitter.
Yeah.
But then you're left with whatever the wine's been made with, the grapes and that in your dish.
Amazing.
Nice. So lovely. So next, we need more alcohol. We're not going to burn it with the blowtorch this time, though. So just a small glass of white wine.
White wine. Right, we've got this one here. What's that? Screw top.
Smell that. You can smell the brandy, man.
Oh, dude.
Is that good?
There's something really comforting about just frying onions and garlic with anything, isn't there? It's
I know. And how simple is it?
Yeah,
it's just
lovely.
ridiculous and cheap as well.
Yeah.
This is, you know, other than obviously a bottle of brandy, but you know, some people might have a bottle of brandy knocking about the house. You know, but like these are quite cheap ingredients. Chicken thighs as well, man.
Yeah.
They're cheap and they're so delicious.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a small glass of wine.
Yeah.
In there. So again, cook that alcohol off, and you can always tell. Like if you smell that now, you can smell the alcohol.
Yeah, it's straight away.
Yeah, and it goes all your glasses.
Yeah, I nearly sneezed in there.
But you could tell. So you just boil it off for like a couple of minutes, and you'll be able to tell when it's gone. It's still there now. You can smell it.
Right. So it's when you can't smell it anymore.
Yeah, that's when you're good to go. Because it'll just be a little bit bitter if not.
Beautiful.
But we're almost there, man. It's nearly.
Oh, really?
The oven's going to do the work for us on this dish.
So left to go in then.
So once the alcohol's come off, we're going to put a nice big heaped tablespoon of tomato puree in there. Okay. And it's double concentrate. So
correct. What does that even mean?
We're mentalists, is what we are.
Does that mean we use half the quantity?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We won't be mentalists if we use half the quantity, Ben, would we?
No, Sam, we would not. Right.
Still smell it, the alcohol.
Yeah, you can. It smells good though.
Take a drink.
Yeah. So that in there, tomato puree.
Yep.
And then chicken.
Yeah. So the chicken's going to go back on top.
Yep.
Right, that's good. So nice, big heaped tablespoon.
Lovely.
Of that in there.
Beautiful.
Stir that in. And then what we can do. Again, with tomato puree, you kind of want to cook it off a little bit because it can be a little bit bitter if you don't do that.
What's this whole thing about cooking with tomatoes? You add a pinch of sugar. Is that a thing? I've heard people say.
Well, I think some people do that because I think tomatoes. I suppose it depends where you get your tomatoes from.
How ripe they are.
Yeah,
maybe?
and how ripe they are. Yeah, because that's another thing about growing your own, man.
Yeah.
I have never been a massive fan of tomatoes.
Right.
And I've realised it's because I've never tasted them fresh off the vine.
Yeah.
So I grow my own now at home in my greenhouse.
Yeah.
And honestly, It is the most unbelievable taste. So completely different to anything you would get in a supermarket. There is nothing like it.
Yeah.
But also, like things like, you know, you shouldn't keep keeping tomatoes in the fridge, and we all keep them in the fridge.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
And it's same with cheese and things like that. Like get them up to room temperature, and they taste completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let them out. Yeah.
Right. So.
Okay.
Chicken can go back in there now.
Yeah.
Just chuck it straight in.
Bang in.
Do you want to give that a quick stir, buddy?
Can do.
And then what we need to add to this now, the last ingredient for now, is just some chicken stock. So you can just add 600 ml of chicken stock, or like I said about saving those bones. So this is a brown stock. Now that looks gross, doesn't it?
Wobble it a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. But that is full of goodness. So this is a brown stock I've made.
So how have you made? How many bones?
So there was quite a few bones. So
is that what we're getting at?
I look like a right weirdo.
That is weird.
The freezer's full of chicken bones.
Okay.
Yeah. But any time I cook the chicken thighs, and if I get rid of the bones, like I said, keep them in a Tupperware, put them in the freezer, and then I defrosted them. Yeah. You just fry them off, get them golden. Okay. Add some carrots, onions, a bit of celery, a few herbs, and then add some. I added a litre of beef stock and just simmer it for an hour. Right. Okay. And then you sieve it, and you get that. And if you get a good stock, it will be like jelly. Okay. So don't think you've done it wrong. So, but like I said, if you can't bother to do that, just put some chicken stock in here this time. Pour that in there.
Yeah.
Stir it in. Right. All we need to now is bring it to the boil. Yeah. And then we're going to shove it in the oven.
That's it.
With no lid on because we want it to reduce a little bit and thicken up a little bit.
And then do we add the lid later, or just no lid at all?
No, just no lid at all. It'll be absolutely fine.
It smells great, really.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right, let's turn that up a little bit then. I'm going to put it on P. I'm doing it.
What do we think it stands for, P?
Powerful.
Power.
Yeah. Come on, look, see?
Power. Yeah, straight away.
Already. We know what P means now. We know what P means. Right. So that's going to go in the oven. Yep. What are we going to serve it with?
So I'm going to serve it with some mashed potatoes. I think you can't beat like a nice creamy chicken sauce. With sorry, I don't think you can beat a nice chicken sauce with some sort of creamy mash. And just some greens. Really simple. Yeah. Really, really simple. We'll put some parsley in this at the end. Yeah. When it's out of the oven. So that can go in the oven right now. Let's get it in there. Let's get it in there.
This is incredible. Bosh. Will it fit? Oh, it will fit.
Yeah, man.
Right, so 1 hour in there.
1 hour. Yeah.
Should we get on with the spuds?
Yeah, let's peel some potatoes, man.
Brilliant.
1 hour later.
Right, so we've had these in for what?
They've been about 20 minutes, half an hour.
Beautiful. Okay, that's been in for
an hour.
An hour. 20 minutes, an hour. What have we got to do?
So I've drained my potatoes, let them steam, dry a little bit.
Why?
Because if you drain them straight away and then start mashing them, all the steam, you just get all that water.
Right, okay. So you let them steam, dry up.
I've
okay.
got some milk and some butter, which I've just melted. Nice lovely little fella, that.
So that's butter and milk in there.
Butter and milk. Do you want to give him a mash?
I love mashing. Yeah, I love mashing.
Give him a little pinch of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Go for it.
Get in. Right, here's a mash. Do you like a coarse mash, or you're a real fine mash kind of guy?
Well,
I mean, I'm not going to get fine with that.
No, I mean, as fine as you can get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, no problem.
I don't worry about any lumps and that. Then we got some steamed stem broccoli as well, which we just steamed over the top of the mash to serve it with. It's nice and simple.
Lovely.
And then finally, I'm just going to chop up some parsley.
Okay.
Just stir into the chasseur, and
away we go.
We're done. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm eating a lot of food.
I bet you are, yeah.
It's brilliant.
Has it been good?
It's been fantastic. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah. So what's next? What have you got any like future aspirations of things that you want to do, or are you just?
Do you know what? I'm just happy. You know, I genuinely. I have a very nice life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I get to have a laugh as a job with my mate. Yeah. And I get to do this stuff, and you know, I love doing the sort of cooking on Instagram and stuff like that. And especially when you see people doing it,
you get a really good. I see that you get a really good reaction. Like if you say, "Do you want me to show you this recipe?" Or can you, you know, people are gonna be bothered by it. Yeah. And everyone's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. And I love it. And when it's genuine, when people have done my recipes and you get feedback from it, it's a genuinely a lovely thing.
Yeah, amazing.
So yeah, just keep doing more of it, really.
Brilliant.
It's great. Right, should we get it out of the oven?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Who's doing it?
Do you want to do it? You do it.
You don't want to be
I have got a bag next. Do you know what? It's a good job you're stood that side, because if you were this side, I'd be screwed.
How did you do it, Sam?
I blew my nose this morning and I trapped a nerve in my neck.
Standard. It's your age.
It is my age. I know it is. I know it is. Yeah?
Mate, look at this. Oh,
Okay.
glorious. Right, how are we plated?
Right, hold on then. Let's get a little.
Right, you plate.
Yeah.
I'll talk about wine.
Oh yeah, nice.
Got a little
Just so
Pinot
you know,
Noir,
don't
yeah.
ever touch your pan that's just come out of the oven.
Is that what you've just done?
Yeah.
Well, we had a tip. We had a tip, didn't we? You put should have put flour on.
Yeah.
Someone said put flour on. I think it was Brad. You put flour on so that you know that's
a cracking idea. Yeah. I'll just do that.
I'll tell you now after we've done that. That'll be fine, won't it?
Right. Let me get a spoon for this mash. Hold on.
Right. Let's have a look here then. So yeah, a Pinot Noir, which is nice, and it's red because we've got a nice hearty.
Yeah, nice. Do you know what?
There.
In the past I've served it with kind of white wine this, but also like this chicken chasseur has got white wine in it, but a lot of chicken chasseurs have red wine in it. Okay. So it's quite nice. I'm quite excited to try it.
Why would you do one and not the other?
Well, I think it's just that thing that you need to get it out of your head. Sometimes you think, right, you're eating chicken, so you have white wine with it, but it doesn't have to be that way, does it?
Always have to be like that. Smells good. Right, let's get some glasses. Oh, it's quite light looking, isn't it? It's not too heavy. The wine connoisseurs have kicked in again. Yeah.
Chicken just falls apart.
Oh, dude, that looks amazing.
That's the other beautiful thing about doing thighs. It's almost like you can't overcook thighs.
That's what. Yeah, I did some fried chicken recently, and I've read that. Just do it with thighs because you can't mess them up.
Yeah.
And I'm down with the easy style.
Yeah,
cooking.
man. And you know, like I said, I'm a tight northerner. They're cheap. They're so cheap. Do you know what I mean? Put that sauce on. Parsley on top of that.
Oh, lovely.
And then let's get your greens, veggie greens.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, don't touch a hot pan.
Yeah, don't do that, mate. You want to put some flour on that?
Yeah. Amazing. That
you go.
looks incredible.
It's all right, isn't it?
Well done, buddy.
Cheers, man. Try it.
Can we try it?
Get involved.
Let's have a go.
All right.
Look at this. Chicken chasseur, creamy mash. That sauce is great, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, have a little blast. Come on, you've got to. Have a little go. Yeah, unbelievable.
Chicken, look at it. Just falls apart.
It's falling apart.
It's almost like it's been cooked for hours.
Amazing. Get yourself a glass of wine there, buddy. Well, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Sam Nixon, guys.
Cheers, man.
What a legend. This has been another Cookin With Nuthin. Thank you. See you in the next one.
Is that all right?
It's amazing.
It's all right.
Amazing. Way! It's cracking, that is.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's really nice.